Hi everybody, this is Jacqueline. I don't know if you can hear the acoustic guitar in the background, but it's to one of my songs that when everything just seems to flow, this song is always playing somewhere in the background, whether it's in my mind or I hear it on the radio or wherever. It just happens to be there. And it's called Feeling Groovy. You get up and you have a beautiful feeling and you just start your day. Sometimes I'll even put this song on and listen to it just to get my day started. Gets me off on the right foot and thinking about all the beauty that life has to offer. I know so many of us are hurting. You know, we look at people, especially online, all these people who appear successful and seem to have their act together. And I actually was going to get started with talking about a guidance message for today, and I'm going completely off track, so I'm just going to go with this. But, you know, everyone has problems. I don't care who you are, how spiritual you are, how enlightened you are, how experienced you are, how old you are. Not one of us really truly has our act completely together all the time. And I believe in my heart, I'm going to cry, that we're all in this together, you know, and there's much to be said about having people in your life that lift you up and having things in your life that make you feel good. And it's so important. And one of the things that's coming to mind to me right now is that in this world today, with all of the problems that so many people are having, even when our lives feel really good and we're feeling groovy, you know, we go through our day and then suddenly something happens. There could be something unexpected that happens, and suddenly it just kind of, we're geared or we're programmed to suddenly think, oh, there is so much for that great day. And I want to tell you that something that I have learned over the years, and it's taken me a long time to learn this. I'm now 46, and the past few years is when I can say that I have truly learned this, that when something unexpected happens to me in my day, I now just stop. It's taken some practice, you know, in the beginning, I'd find myself spending minutes and then hours and then days having things bother me that just happened unexpectedly. And then, you know, I'd catch myself and I'd be like, you know what, I need to just take a break. I need to stop thinking about this, get focused on feeling good again, and get back into alignment, and then come back to whatever the problem is or whatever the situation is. Usually when I do that, it's resolved itself by the time I get back to it. But if not, I'm coming back to it with with balance, and I can make better decisions, and I can see things more clearly. And, you know, with practice, I've gotten quicker at catching myself. Now I catch myself in just a few minutes. The moment that I start to feel off, in any way, shape, or form, something just doesn't feel good. I'm just, you know, things just aren't clicking today. It may not even be a bad day, but just things aren't clicking. I say, you know what, Jacqueline? It's time to stop. Forget about everything that I'm doing, whether it's my work, whether it's paying the bills, whether it's, you know, worrying about my health or whatever it is. Take a break. It'll be there when I come back, and it might not be, which would be even better. And I go for a walk. For me, nature is extremely healing. And when I get out and the fresh air just clears my mind, and a lot of us don't realize this, but exercise is one of the best ways to relieve stress. And to me, I don't feel like I'm exercising when I go outside. I feel like I'm just kind of like fooling around, not doing the things that I'm supposed to be doing. But that's okay. We learn to get over that too, because we realize that we're no good to ourselves or anyone when we are emotionally depleted. It's very, very important for us to always keep our emotional resources in check and to continue to feed our emotional resources. So many of us are expecting the things that happen to us in life or the people that we meet in life to feed our emotional resources, but that's not their responsibility. It's our responsibility to ourselves, and that's not selfish. That's called self-love, and that is being responsible to ourselves and to others. So I guess now the message is getting to be about play is just as important as work. Worry does no one any good. When you're feeling overwhelmed, worried, having anxiety, feeling fear, whatever it is, just take a break, take a deep breath in, exhale, let it all out. I would also say it's not a good idea to ignore your emotions. Your emotions are there for a reason. That's what used to take me more time to get on track, is I would ignore my emotions and just keep going, keep plugging away and trying to work at things while I'm feeling stressed and feeling worried and having anxiety and feeling overwhelmed, and I just keep plugging away and ignoring those feelings instead of taking a break and stopping, going for a walk, clearing my mind, getting my exercise. That to me is not exercise, but relieves a lot of stress, and I always feel better. I may feel like crap and be trying to make all kinds of excuses on why I shouldn't go walk because I have no energy today. I'm exhausted, I'm overwhelmed, I don't feel good. So, it's okay if I don't take a walk, but, I've learned to give myself that little swift kick in the butt and say, get out there, Jackie, and do your walk. You're going to feel better. I know. I've never gone for a walk and not felt better. So I will go for a walk and I will just talk to God, probably not out loud if anybody's around, but I will talk to God and pour my heart out and just get it all out while I'm walking. And then all of a sudden I may notice a bird. It may be a blue jay. And I think, oh, the blue jay is known for being sassy, and also the cautious side of blue jay is not to be too sassy, because blue jays can also be extremely overprotective. So again, in life, there's always balance. And then I may see a butterfly, which is very beautiful and relaxes me and makes me feel good, but I also know it's about transformation. And then suddenly I may see an oak tree and say, hi, Mr. Oak Tree, how are you today? And as I'm doing that, I know that the oak tree is a very strong tree, and it's very deeply rooted in the ground, and the oak tree gives me strength. And so as I'm on my walk, I have learned over the years to use symbolism. We bombard ourselves from the time we're somewhat young through most of our adult lives with these constant things that we tell ourselves over and over and over that are negative, these negative scripts. And when we learn to surround ourselves with things that have positive meanings and positive messages, we're no longer focusing on the negative, we're focusing on the positive. And once we can switch from feeling these negative feelings to feeling good, we are now starting a new cycle. We're back in alignment. Have you ever noticed that when you're happy, you're in love with life? You do your best job. When we're doing our best job, we reap the best rewards. So happiness brings more happiness to us. So that is extremely important. Another thing is to obviously acknowledge our emotions, get them out, stop, pause, get back on track, find something to be happy about, go out and play. Don't just play though. Obviously there's got to be balance. We need play as much as we need work, and vice versa. And then, break things down, prioritize. Anything that needs to be done immediately, make lists. Check it off. That's what I do every single day. Anything that's not done on today's list, I put on tomorrow's list along with whatever else needs to be added. And so I'm always focusing on the immediate goals and priorities that I need to take care of, because that is going to relieve my immediate stress and help me to feel better right now. And then each day I dedicate a specific amount of time that I will sit down and work on some of my long-term goals. And I have a list of my long-term goals. I try not to have too many, because too many will distract me and then I never get anything accomplished. But if I have a great idea, I'll write it down. I'll probably focus on one, two, maybe three different long-term goals and start working on at least one of those and dedicating a certain amount of time each day, each week, so forth and so on, and I find that I'm making progress. I also have found that it's really important not to be in too much of a rush. I'll be fine, I'll be relaxed, and I'll be living in the moment, and then all of a sudden, I don't know what happens, but you're watching everyone else and what everyone else is doing and how much progress they're making, and you're thinking about this list of goals that you have and how you need to get them accomplished, and there's only so much time in a day, and then you start becoming overwhelmed, and then we got to go back to that. Stop, exhale, let it all out, and get back on track. It's a cycle. Everything in life is a cycle, and the faster that we can learn how to deal with these different cycles and these different thought processes and get back on track to the positive and focusing on positive, the faster we will get things done. But I'm noticing now, because I had been feeling for a few months, oh, I've got to get these YouTube guidance messages and these YouTube videos done and get them online. And I need to get my book finished, and I need to get my artwork finished, and I need to get this done and that done. And you know what? I caught myself and I decided, you know what? By doing that, I'm not enjoying the process. And when we're in too much of a rush, we miss out on things. There's something in every day. There's something in every moment. And we should be enjoying these things. If we're following our life's purpose, we are passionate about it. We are doing something that we enjoy. We're not going to rush the things that we enjoy. We just need to enjoy the process and trust that whatever it is that we came here to do is going to get done. So I'm going to leave you with that today. I hope that you all have a beautiful day. Know that you're not in any of this alone, but learn to catch yourself and focus on something positive. Give yourself permission to take a break. Give yourself permission to do things that make you feel good, because then life is going to feel a whole lot better. Many blessings. God bless you all. You are all in my part, in my prayers and my thoughts. I'm sending you all a great big soul hug, and have a beautiful day and week. Please also visit me on my website at www.jacquelinejgarner.com.